And crime and violence must stop.
Thanks for tuning back again. Thanks for tuning back again. It's Morning Insider. It is the Morning Insider, but not so. It's not morning behind me right now. But the inspiration outside, the outdoor reasoning, talk about two reggae boy player, Shamar Nicholson, and also Big BOZA. One player, Shamar Nicholson. His farm is atrocious at this moment. His farm is so stink at the moment. He's on the low right now, and also Ronaldo Cephas' team is going through some crisis and he's in that environment. So it's something worth talking about again, which I think this is my third time coming here on the Morning Insider talking about Ronaldo Cephas' team in crisis. But I think this is the worst of it. Yes, this is the worst of it, and he's going through it as well. So I'm just here to drop my detailing stuff around both reggae boy player. One of them, the farm, as I said, and the next one is going through some crisis with his club. But good day to everybody. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It's Wednesday morning. It's soon to be Friday again. The week is running, and guess what? We 1/4 in 2025 already. So the time is moving so fast. So so get what need to done really quick in your life, so the time don't come and surpass, and make sure that you're doing everything with the time, because there's no time to catch up back. Once it pass. But get back onto the video. The Morning Insider. I want to start off with Shamar Big BOZA. Look, reggae boy player, the international duty, just passed. Lot of reggae boy player have played a game already after played or was in camp for that St. Vincent game in St. Vincent and also in Jamaica. And I said, Shamar Nicholson, not having so much of that joy as you will say, a Warner Brown had, an international duty. Shamar Nicholson get his fear, criticism, he's on the low, as I said, his farm is down at the moment. And it's critical time again, for Shamar Nicholson. Shamar Nicholson is a player that I really, like. His goal scoring, his goal scoring farm can come back at any given time. So this is not something new that, Reggae Boys fans is experiencing. We have experienced this, when he just left Belgium and went to, Russia. He had that half a season in Russia for Moscow, where it was excellent. And I think during that period, just before he went to Russia, I think it was his last season, or his last probably 8 months, in Belgium. He had a wonderful year with the Reggae Boys, where he played 12 games and scored 7 goals, including that one goal, that lone goal that he scored on the US in an international friendly, when Tapa Whitmore was the coach in 2019. So we're not going to forget, the Shamar Nicholson days and what he did in 2019 and what he have done, in 2023, where he scored 5 goals in the Nation League, including 3 goals in that quarterfinal versus, Canada, 1 in Kingston, 2 in Toronto, that historical moment at BMO Field. So we're not going to take away anything from it. Look, we can criticize a player, but when it's time for him to get beaten, it's time to get beaten. But Shamar Nicholson understand that this is the time for him to lift his chin, lift his highs, lift his head up, lift up everything, roll up him socks a little bit higher, start to put in more pride, start to put more passion into his game. And no, he's in Mexico, and when you look at it, Shamar Nicholson just turned 28. Just turned 28, a couple weeks ago, and the time is running. It's just a couple more years left before Shamar Nicholson can say, yes, I'm in the 30 mark bracket and come out of his age group. So I think signing for Club Tijuana from Russia, I think it's a well-deserved move. I think it's something that he really needed at the time. And his fair bit of chance, for Tijuana in his first, you will say probably his first 4 or 5 games. He have done excellent, 7 games already for Club Tijuana, you will say 5 goals involvement, 4 assists, one goal, Remember, he went to even Clermont Foot. That's how he got back on track. When he went to Clermont Foot, in the French Ligue A, he scored that 6 goals in 2023 for the reggaeboyz. And, that's how he regained back his form. Even then, he played 28 games, for Clermont. 28 games for Clermont. And also, he scored 4 goals with 3 assists. And I think he was one of the leading goal scorer, or he was leading something on the stat sheet in terms of goals involvement for the club team. So he was on a really good form, but that team got relegated, and now he got his move. He must shake up again. Luckily, this Liga MX, season is not a relegation and a promotion. The federation, the organized body for Liga MX have scrapped that since 2021 until 2026, because clubs are going through difficulties with financial crisis. So his club cannot get relegated. His club is not in a situation where Ronaldo Cephas team is in at this moment, where they can find themselves in the 3rd tier of Turkish football. So he, when you look at it, Shamar Nicholson, he will get another opportunity. Trust me, he will get another opportunity, for his club. He will get another opportunity for the reggaeboyz team. What next when Shamar Nicholson get those opportunities, to reinstate back his self into the starting level, get back himself on farm. And look, the last time Shamar Nicholson started a game for Club Tijuana, it was actually a month ago, March 1st, when he played James Rodriguez Club Leon on March 1st. So he played 63 minutes in that game. So from there until now, he have been coming off the bench in the last 3 to 4 games. They played Monterrey. They played Monterrey just after the international break, and he sat entire game on the bench. So this is a wake-up call. This is time for him to reflect. Look, the bag of social media gimmicks, the bag of social media antics and dancing. Sometimes, when you're on the high, when you're in fine farm, nobody will have a problem with that. But as soon as the farm dip, as soon as your career is going through some crisis, then all those things will start to pile up. All those things will start to bring up back again. So I think, even the social media antics, I know, he's a jovial person. No, Shamar Nicholson from is actually just coming into his teenager years, right on the goalie bank at College Smith Drive. So he always that person that always happy, always want to enjoy himself. But there's a time and place for everything, and he must get this right, because at 28 years old, his contract will end after the World Cup, or the start of the World Cup, June of 2026. His contract will end in Mexico. I heard that allegedly he had a option on the table to extend his contract for a further 1 more year. So I don't know, I'm not sure of that, but that's what I read in some article that published in Mexico. But what I've known, his contract will end June 2026. So but Shamar Nicholson must regain back some form. He's 28, and if he's not, if he cannot regain back his momentum and that form that he showed in previous years at Sporting Cagliari, at his first 6-7 months at Seria Moscow, I think he will find himself somewhere in the Middle East. I think he will find himself somewhere in the Middle East. So as soon as he can get back his touch, for Club Tijuana, and even talking about Club Tijuana, the manager, the fans, the media been talking about Shamar Nicholson. Look, he haven't really put a foot wrong for Club Tijuana as yet. As I said, 7 games with 5 goals involvement, 4 assists and 1 goal. And what I can say, because I study the game, I look at press conference, I listen to the coach, and I listen to other journalists, and I read articles around Shamar Nicholson team. And what I got from articles that I read, it's like they're saying that when Shamar is on the pitch, the team is not playing quicker through the lines. No, when this player Zuniga is actually playing in that number 9 position, the team actually look a lot more better without Shamar Nicholson in that team. So he's going to adapt. He's going to have to learn real quick. He's going to have to learn, because if he don't learn, time will get rid of him in Mexico and he will find himself at a lower division, maybe USL. You just never know. But for a player like that, I've done so much for Reggae Boy football. I've scored so many goals, for the Reggae Boy team. You have done so many individual, work in individual games to pull through the Reggae Boys in difficult moments. His highlight of his career for the Reggae Boys is that game at BMO Field in Toronto. But moving on from that, I'm going to talk about Ronaldo Cephas. Yes, I think this we're talking at this moment, and Ronaldo Cephas, it's sad, man. The last time Ronaldo Cephas actually scored a goal, it was on June the 4th. No, the last time Ronaldo Cephas scored a goal, it was on January the 4th. Yes, that was the last time Ronaldo Cephas scored a goal. But let me just say this, Ronaldo Cephas, he's having a very good season. I would say it's an excellent season, with the circumstances surround, his environment and what Ronaldo Cephas have to be working in Turkey. It's not the most pleasant, work environment. It's not the most, beautiful scenery at times. It's dark moment right now in Ankara Gucu, in that workspace. It's very dark moment. Ronaldo Cephas 29 goals, Ronaldo Cephas 29 games, 9 goals and 3 assists. You understand? He signed a 4-year deal, from leaving North Macedonia, Skopje, signing for the Turkish club when they were in the top tier of Turkish football, which is the Turkish Super League. But Ronaldo Cephas team Ankara Gucu, since 2023 of the summer when Ronaldo Cephas signed until now, this is their 8 managers that they going through. I think it's 7 now. This one making it 8. He just got appointed yesterday. Tuesday. Yesterday they sacked the manager. And when you're talking about for the season, this is the 6th manager of the season in 2024 alone. They have went through 4 different managers in the year of 2024. So this club is going through some very, very dark moments at this time. And for Ronaldo Cephas to play 29 games, 9 goals and 3 assists, that's an incredible stats for him in the second tier of Turkish football. Look, his club is going through some financial crisis. His club is going through, managerial crisis. Players, look, the dressing room split in probably 5 different pieces in that dressing room. So the space of what Ronaldo Cephas, to be working in, it's very difficult at the moment. So what is happening now? New manager at the helm again. Then, as I said, this is a hit manager. They are appointed since Ronaldo Cephas, joined this club in the summer of 2023. He had a 4-year deal, and his deal end, I think, in the summer of 2027. And look, I must say, look, the last time I just said it, the last time he really scored, it was on January the 4th, and I don't know, man. Ronaldo Cephas need to leave this club. The reason why I said Ronaldo Cephas need to leave this football club, look, Ronaldo Cephas, is 25. At this time, he should be hitting that mark where he's trying to pump and get into his rich Vienna farm, his prime. He's getting into that prime, his prime age, of his career. And this is a moment again, spending, this is his second season. This will be his second season at Ankara Gucu, and I wasn't expecting Ronaldo Cephas to stay there for the entire 4 years. I was expecting maybe at least 2 seasons, max 3 seasons, and then a bigger club will see him, probably a club like Galatasaray, Besiktas, or a club probably in Scandinavia, or one of Europe top 6, top 7 league teams will find him. But what I said, he needs to move on from this football club. His team is is actually 1 point above the drop. It's 4 teams that will get relegated from the second tier of the league that's there in at this moment. You know, so he needs to move on, move to a better club, move to a better more work environment that, you know, he can excel in. You know, move to a coach that can really try to get the best out of him, because Cephas is still a little bit raw. He's still a little bit raw. You know, many people would have problem with his end product. For me, I don't have a problem, because guess what? I know the quality that Cephas have, but guess what? It will come in due courses. It's just that it takes that one manager to get the best out of him and start to fine-tune him out. And I know that, look, let him continue to play. Let him continue to get in the most dangerous position. Let him, you know, continue to hit the ball and the defenders. At some point in his career, he will get it right. You know, so this is why I really want him to move. And I'm just saying this: the agent that is, you know, is managing Ronaldo Cephas. If this team get relegated to the third tier of Turkish football, that should be it for Ronaldo Cephas. I know that last summer of 2024 he wanted to move, and you know, Maccabi, I think I'm saying it, Maccabi, Tel Aviv, that big club in Israel, did wanted, you know, Ronaldo Cephas at the time, you know, but because look, at that time he only had 1 season in his 4-year contract, so the club have all option to block all the transfers that was coming in for him. So now if the club move on to this the third tier of Turkish football, which is look really ugly, because they had, you know, 7 games, and the 7 games that they had, those teams that they will play, they have only beaten 2 teams out of that 7 throughout the season so far. They have gone on to last 5 games from those, you know, 5 teams out of that 7 games at left back. 5 of those teams beat them already this season, or got a draw. They have only win 2 games against those teams that they have left back, you know, the remaining fixtures in the regular season for Ankara Gucci. So I'm just saying, even if this team remain in second tier of Turkish football, Ronaldo Cephas need to get up and leave this team, because this team is operating on a budget and salary of what they were operating on last season of 2023 and 2024, and it just cannot work. They are going through a difficult financial crisis. This is the 8th manager, you know, in Ronaldo Cephas era at this club. Their 6th manager of the season. This is their 4th manager, you know, they have gone through 4 managers already in 2024, you know. So I mean, it's just, you know, bad times, you know, in the last 8 years of Ankara Gucci, you know, tenure, you know, look, from 2018 until now, they have played 5 times in the Turkish Super League, the first year of, you know, Turkish football, and also 3 times they have played in the second tier of Turkish football. So this club seems like, to me, if you ask me, they are going down. It's 4 teams that will get relegated from the second tier, and they're 1 point above the drop zone. And, you know, what I must say, you know, with the 7 remaining games that they have left back, yeah, as I said before, they have beaten those 2. They have beaten, you know, those teams twice. Yeah, two teams in that 7 that they've beaten twice. They have drawn against one of the team in the first sets of round that played, and also they have lost 4 games amongst those 7 clubs. You know, so it's that they played in previous fixtures. You know, so they have very bad head-to-head against those teams. So it's going to be a very, you know, dark moment. You know, but you know, so I'm just wishing Ronaldo Cephas, you know, happy moment. You know, chin up, and hope him can really get him team out of relegation, and then, you know, try to sort out his future in the summer. That's why he needs to come to the Gold Cup and put on a show in the Gold Cup. So guess what? When it's time for him to get the transfer, bigger clubs out there will hear and see him. That speed cannot hide. Yes, that speed that Ronaldo Cephas have cannot hide. Once a technical director or a coach see that speed and that raw talent, they will know exactly how to fine-tune Ronaldo Cephas. But that's it, you know, with Ronaldo Cephas and Shamar Nicholson. You know, that's my take, that's my reasoning on the Morning Insider with the 2 reggaeboy players. You know, one player is dipping in form, and another player is going through some really serious crisis within their within their work environment of the football club. But yeah, thanks for watching. This is Nicardo Media House. See you guys tomorrow again doing the Morning Insider. Yeah, happy Wednesday everyone. Hope everybody have a wonderful day. Stay blessed, stay safe. See you guys tomorrow. I'm out. Ciao, ciao, people.
And crime and violence must stop.